There we go. Okay. Hey everybody. I don't think this will make a difference, but let's try on the pods. They didn't make a difference actually when I recorded the video when I was cleaning the backyard, because, unless I just wasn't talking loud enough. I took down the video I made yesterday about how it's easier to get illegals, which it is actually, for underage individuals. It's easier for them to get their hands on illegal substances than it is to get their hands on legal substances. So that's just something for you guys to think about. Now, I don't condone underage use of drugs. Never have. I'm not saying I didn't do it. I just smoke a joint here and there, but I wouldn't, once I became an adult, I should say, all that SHIT stopped. I didn't, by no means. And parents would even give me permission. But anyways, to smoke with their child. I used to smoke years ago. I don't do it anymore. Maybe that's one of the reasons why I'm anxious all the time. Maybe I should start smoking again. But anyways, I'm sure the government wouldn't like that, because actually they're taxing the hell out of all the states that are making marijuana legal. Legal marijuana. Marijuana is, one of the gifts that we're given on this earth, because it's supposed to be something that it's a weed. And you guys saw how I was picking weeds out there. They grow whether you care for them or not. They just grow. So that's what marijuana is. It's a weed. It just grows bountiful without, no matter barely the condition. I mean, you could what they call essentially make it pretty. There's a name for it. So in other words, as soon as you see a male plant, slice it off. That way it doesn't pollinate, and then you don't have any seeds. Charge a little upcharge, whatever, because it saves the people who, whatever they do with it. I don't know. I don't care. But nonetheless, what I wanted to talk about, since I already gave up on the other thing, I already pretty much know what's going on. But it just, I don't like big businesses because it's so much bureaucracy. If you ever watched that movie about that Shelby movie with Christian Bale and I think Matt Damon, you'll understand what I'm saying. Paper pushers. Before something gets approved, it has to go through 20 floors before it gets to the top guy. It's just, it makes everything, it just causes extra stress. That's life. But what I wanted to discuss today was our daughters. The princess, she was in the mood to eat Jamaican beef patties. So, which amazingly enough, they served her in her school, which I know Broward County School Board, every meal that's served has to go through a nutritionist. And I was kind of shocked that a nutritionist would approve that. I mean, I don't know really the nutrition facts about it. It could essentially be good. So, but that's what I wanted to show you guys. Let's see. Just came back from the store, and I got this brand because I know they're good for their Jamaican products, or at least I always see them. Whenever I go to the international section, I always see their name all over the place. That and I think D&G, but they're more of they're a distillery, and then they also make pop. All right, so let's see. Servings for one patty. No. Saturated fat. At least this particular brand. I don't know if the one that they serve in at the school uses a different type of beef. maybe more lean. But this one, just off of one patty, you're getting 10 grams of saturated fat, which for a 2,000 calorie diet, which, let's face it, a 10-year-old kid is going to eat about 2,500 calories maybe, I'd imagine. I don't know. I would imagine. Well, no, not even. They don't even consume that much energy anymore because they're too busy looking at what I'm doing right now, except something more entertaining, you know, for the most part. So yeah, no, just right off of that by itself. Now, obviously, the second item that I see here that's worrisome, the regular total fat is 19 grams, which is 24% on a 2,000 calorie a day diet, which, whatever. If one patty is one of your meals of the day, whatever. Saturated fats was concerning, but like I said, I don't know if they use linear meat for the ones to do at school. Now the sodium, because this was from the frozen aisle, I looked through the deli first. Usually, sometimes the deli at the supermarket where we go to, they package their own Jamaican beef patties, but they did not have any in stock. So I had to resort to the frozen ones, which are not cheap, by the way. 2 patties, it's like $5. I remember when I used to go to like Finger Licking, which is a local one here, similar to On Thighs down in Miami-Dade, and I used to pay like $1 and change for like a really good patty from a restaurant, and now I'm paying like $2.50. I mean, if you want to get exact, $2.35 or $2.34 and a half for all you out there who want to keep tabs. Anyways, yeah, the second thing is the sodium, but again, this was I got this from the frozen aisle, which is, I'm not gonna see the amount, but it's 30% of the daily allotted value for a 2,000 calorie diet, which is not good. Vitamins and minerals. Iron is good because obviously it's got beef, but yeah, that's my video. I don't want to say anything else. Yeah, I took down the one from yesterday, but I believe it's true. If a company, if their employees, let's say, have to go into work with fear, or they can't, because of let's say they have a product that has a high tendency of people wanting to get their hands on, to the point where they're willing to go to jail or commit a crime for, hire a security guard. What is anybody out there who's curious? Look up how much revenue. There's only 2 big chain pharmacies here in the States, as far as I'm aware. Again, another thing that's monopolized, whatever. I mean, you have some that are popping out that are like home deliveries, and then you have independent pharmacies, but they all eventually join a little group, so that they not form a union, but they get together, and then they I think based upon that, it's kind of like a collective. I forgot what it's called, but I think then they can pretty much all agree on, like, either products, pricings, distributors, because here is crazy. Like I said, the healthcare business here in the States, it's, as much as you want to hate on it, it does influence the economy a lot. It hurts a lot of our citizens, but capitalism doesn't care for people. Capitalism only cares for the people with money, because the people with money are eventually going to invest into whatever, Wall Street, or, stocks, or whatever they invest in now. Commodities, artwork, I have no idea. But if you don't have any money, you're effed, and that's it. So turn to spirituality. That's all I can suggest. Because also you can have all the money in the world and still be unhappy. So it's like a double-edged sword. Thank you for watching. Have a blessed day. Thank you. Bye.